Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 10 Week 1 Day 2. So today, of course, we're going to be messing around with the faction of Fang Moor. As far as the layout, you basically just head to a D corner, well you're pretty much forced to anyways, and then take the two treasure rooms. These both guaranteed treasure room, right there and in the corner over there. So pretty straightforward given that there's pretty much only one path to even end up taking. Also, I heard someone earlier mention that potions aren't triggering? Yeah, I guess there are no potions here. That's weird. They removed potions? Because, yeah, there's no potion here. Look, there's no, that's kind of strange. Of course, we have them naturally from the Underworld. But, yeah, they're kind of gone. That's not really too relevant for the most part, because if you already have it from the Underworld, it does still apply. And we're at 190, so we have all of them. Other than power, of course. But we have all of them otherwise. Actually, why do I go get that power? It's only 10 away. Why are we only 10 away? That's a weird number to be off on. Let's see. Oh, you're gonna make me use 2 Sacred Treasure, though. Ah, you're gonna make me use 3 Sacred Treasure, though? I don't know, I'd rather just do it off of Genie Lamps at that point. I don't know, I want my power. I'm not gonna get gypped by 7 all stats just because we're 10 short. Let's see. I should have done the other way around, though we had no way of knowing the exact amount we'd be away. But, let's do it like that. That should be fine. 200. Get our little bit of power potion in there. Not too big a deal, but hey, 7 all stats will help us a little. Anyways, this is a red-blue restriction. I showed Truffle for the video earlier. Also, we did finally cover the weekly video. But, I did show Truffle builds. As far as what I actually want to run, the only problem with running Rowan on a day like this is what do you do to mana accumulate it? But I think we still do run Rowan build. It's just a weird way to mana accumulate. Because you don't have like the normal like instant get full mana options. Like you have to RNG it. Because as far as like we put in power here. Like our options are Skull, try to get blue alignment. Bombot can't be used because if it was refreshed every battle, we could. But it isn't. Once it dies, it's permanent. Wait, what's your power again? Oh yeah, you convert up around to purple. Yeah, all these are just like converters. Heh. Too bad. Actually, Elspeth could work in theory. The only problem is what she summons into changes every turn. But anyways, hello everyone. I hope all of you have been doing wonderful. Hello, NASA. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Mister. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Gimli. Hello, Roman. Hello, Mister. Hello, Clipbomb. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Hello, Gustavo. Hello, Michael. Hello, Renos. Welcome, welcome. I don't know. Our mana accumulators is really, really weird for red-blue. Like, we could try converting to blue. That's going to be our best bet if we are going to do it. Oddly enough, we do have access to double skull spam, which is kind of funny. But it's quicker just to go mana, though it would be kind of funny just to do... Yeah, we could just do Harpy second turn and power. That's why I showed for the other team. Because it's pretty much the only way you have to go. Yeah, we might just have to go Harpy. Which is not ideal, but I think we're kind of forced to have to go Harpy. I did it for the other team, and we're probably going to have to do it for this team too, because there just really isn't another option other than run Harpy. So yeah, we'll just do a standard Rowan with a Harpy, which, not ideal, but it'll work. Rowan, why on earth does Ro not bring you up? There you go. Just add an A and it brings it to the only option. Okay, so we got Rowan, we're going to have to go Harpy, unfortunately. Don't really have a choice there. Mirage Queen... And whatever weapon we feel like. How about some Black Manacle? Unless we want to make it some mana accumulation, but I'd rather go for the cleanup with the Rowan. Because we're probably not going down the Urskea Shield route. Anyways, also we gotta use like some of that brown that we're getting. Let's also go with a nice standard Titan. Can't think of anything else we might want to have right here. Unless we want to direct feed it to blue and just hope we get the mana. But then we need a +1 green. Oh wait, we still can. Hold up. No, we'd still be 1 green short. Because you can't go triple green without having a +1 green on your team. Because I was thinking Corsair class. Too bad I don't have +3 banners. +3 -1's banners would be kind of interesting. They would only have to do 3 of them. I mean 6 of them. I'm not sure what minus they would do for each one. But theoretically, they only need to do 6. And it'd be very useful banners. Anyways, I'm just gonna go some standard Titan. Do it a nice blue, technically blue-brown. I don't want to minus anything we actually need, though. Harpy we don't need. It's gonna mana cast once, so we'll be good to go. Anyways, that should be good enough. I'm not sure why I'm trying to figure out, like, the team to be, like, perfect, because realistically, just Rowan, click button equals win. We don't need more than that. ssaszix Slayer, welcome, welcome. I hope you all been having a wonderful week so far. Still early in the week. Oh yeah, let me keep that metal one. We're gonna need that for the other mode. So let's go change out our seasons, I guess. Since I don't really think we're using seasons for anything right now. Let's switch back to pure armor. And continue our delving. But yeah, that's so weird. We don't have access to all the other potions for the event. That's not really too big a deal, but... The weirdest one is that you can't mask by power. Yet people are still going for leaderboard. That's just so weird. Unless it's giving it to you and it's just not showing it there. Man, no, that's so strange. Hello, Imperial! Welcome, welcome. Hello, Michael. Welcome as well. Ideally, we just see man on starting board. Otherwise, we cast Harpy on turn 2. Well, regardless, if we don't have our win condition, we're casting Harpy on turn 2. Ideally, we just instantly want Rowan to cast. That's how we want to win pretty much every battle. Actually, one thing I didn't consider that we actually could have done for mana accumulation 2, which is kind of funny. Instead of Harpy Mage, we could go a troop that, oh, there's one of those good gargoyles. But we could go a troop that, has 1 explode at start of battle. That might not seem like much, since all we're doing is moving 4 explodes up to 5. But, that's a little bit of extra mana. That could close the gap on, Rowan's, full mana-ness. It could also be like what just happened there and did absolutely no mana for her somehow. How on earth do we explode 6 things and get no, not a single green blue? Or sorry, I mean, explode 4 things and not get a single green blue. Oh yeah, I did make sure to put the anti-bot filter in. Made sure it saved the right one. So hopefully that will prevent any bots from getting in. So far, every time it's been set, no bots have gotten in, so I think that's all we had to do to officially debot the channel. And simply make sure it has the thing on it. I have it set to 3 minutes, because when I had it set to instant, they were still finding a way in. Because they were smart enough to very shortly click the button. But now it has a 3-minute delay. So even if they wait a little while, they can't get in. Unless they're going to wait a long while. Which they never do. I shouldn't say never. They haven't yet. They haven't gotten that smart yet. Oh, they will eventually. Oh, so I just realized I have no water here. I finished my other one earlier and I'm actually really thirsty. You know what? Don't use the auto battle function too much. Auto battle, go play and explore for me. Let me go switch to the correct banner. I'll be back in 1 second. I need to go get a water. But here's a Explore 12 Zugoff on auto battle. Where's my team? Zugoff. Which I probably should do an actual proper auto battle team. This one isn't. But it should be good enough. We'll find out when it loses when I come back. But I'll be back in 1 second. I need to go get a water. Alright, we're back. Come on, Kasugov. Kasugov AI. Good, we got a little good gargoyle in there. Come on, cast Zugov. How many times will we cast Thrall before we Zugov? 1. Oh, it went for hero. Here comes 2. 2! Oh gosh. Luckily it's gonna get lucky enough on skulls. It keeps prioritizing Flamer and Thrall. 3. 4. Come on, Skull, go. There we go. It was just gonna keep casting Thrall forever. Anyways. Alright, we're back with water. We're back with hydration. Where were we? Back to Underworld. Or not Underworld. Yeah, Underworld. Well, Delve faction, same difference. Anyways, let's keep going. Hello, Dragor! Welcome, welcome. Hey, Valraven as well. Switch just got the potions update? Nice. Speaking of, Fall Guys coming out in a week to Switch, as well as to everything. Though the only 2 things it's not on is Switch and Xbox. Well, technically phones as well, but technically the mobile version is the Switch version. Oh, a double good gargoyle. I haven't actually seen double the same on the board yet. I've seen one of each. I can't wait till we finally get an option that can create a lot of them. They're actually not that bad to have a lot of on the board. Assuming you're the one that gets to pop it. Obviously, that would be a little bit bad if the enemy gets to. But more often than not, if you're setting up into it, it's going to be more so in your favor. Especially if any of them get like auto extra turn, it's going to be really solid. Kind of like how we got with the Witch Gems, that was really, really good. Hello, Supernova! Welcome, welcome. Because with gems like those, you really want to make sure it's still your turn. If at all possible. The new mechanic is in all modes, making a opening vault key super easy. Wait, what new mechanic? You mean the gargoyle thing? That it is, but how does it make, if that's what you're referring to, how does that make vault keys easier? Well, it definitely doesn't make them harder, but if that's what you mean, I'm not quite sure how it makes it quite easier. These are pretty inconsistent. And on an average battle, they're probably going to do nothing. Though they are decent impact. Without being too intrusive. They're nice in between. They're definitely not my favorite gem, but they're far from my least favorite, that's for sure. They're a nice like middle ground, slightly above middle ground power gem. Both in power and in fun factor. Because ultimately, a lot of the times it doesn't feel like they do much. But they still do like just enough that it doesn't feel like bomb gem. But it's also not too much that it doesn't feel like a wish gem just randomly giving everything in play full mana. Oh, so hello Tyrian! Sorry, I didn't mean to skip you. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that is true. There are a lot of modes where the enemy can't trigger the gems. The gargoyle gems, or any of the power gems that require, you know, destroying the board. It's just the gargoyles aren't normally going to make you win quicker, though. While they can be helpful, especially for longer fights. For quicker fights, nothing really speeds you up that much, or at least not consistently from them. Like, you could get lucky and get, like, an enchant or enrage when you really need it somewhere else. But, otherwise, it's not really much of a speed increase. Though it can still do things like Fair Fire, Hunter's Mark, stuff like that. But its consistency is non-existent. since it could be any positive, any negative. And there's a lot of very useless things it could do. Like submerging you on first slot. So why did they do that, thinking that would be enough damage? Luckily it's now will be. Oh, that is true. They are probably really, really good in Arena. Like, you almost might have to, like, draft a destroy option. You normally do anyways in Arena. But even more so with this gem. But yeah, that is very true. They'd be exceedingly high impact in Arena. Like, they're enough to completely throw the direction of Arena. Yeah, that's very true. They would be insane in Arena. I haven't actually played any Arena yet. Actually, that's not true. Didn't we have to do one fight, like literally one fight on Monday? Because it told you to do like 6 battles in Arena, but I already had 5 done, so I only had to do 1, which is pretty convenient. Actually, we got to do that twice. It told us to go win out Explore, and we were already only 1 fight away, so it counted after we did the 1 fight. And the other thing that we did was Arena. It told us to do 6, but we already had an Arena started at 5, so we did 1 fight and it was over. Well, technically we did test it on Monday, though I can't recall getting a single gargoyle gem in that fight. The most useful things would be like poison burn, you know, all that kind of like standard good Arena effects, even bleed. Hunter's Mark and Fair Fire under the right circumstance can be good. Getting Barrier and Enrage is pretty funny. Enchant could also be pretty useful. But there are a lot more high impact in Arena due to a lot of the effects having a lower ratio. Like a 3 damage per turn, this light in the game is basically 0 damage, but in Arena it's like your entire HP pool every turn. Or at least very close to it. Gosh, I might need another water. Why am I so thirsty? It's hello, Mobarashi! Welcome, welcome. Oh, so I just realized something funny. Genki has the hi, and I say the welcome, welcome. Which is kind of the same thing in a different way. I never noticed that until now, somehow. Obviously I knew she said it, but I kind of forgot that we both kind of have a thing like that. You're buying all the clothes in Pokemon Sword. I still haven't customized my appearance since the last stream we did of Sword back in 2019. Which means we've gone 3.5 years without changing our appearance in that game. Or sorry, 2.5 years. Yeah, hopefully we get lucky here and don't end up needing the extra sigil. In one stream, can you say hi their name? What, say hi to Genki? That would be funny. I don't say it correctly though. Both her name as well as the hi thing. Because it sounds weird if I was to say like hi. Because there's no way I would say it that would sound correct. Also, random thing I was looking up info on earlier today. Water purifiers. I was actually considering getting one finally. I've never actually had one. Have any of you guys used one before? It's kind of funny because despite spending some time researching them, I'm still almost as clueless as when I started researching them. Oh yeah, and the tap water in my area is awful. Which is why I was looking into them. I never drink tap water. Is why you always see me with the water bottles. But yeah, tap water here is awful. Like, it's technically drinkable, but gosh, is it awful. No, I wasn't going to get a whole system installed. A cheaper solution. Like one of those picture things like you mentioned or something similar. So the amount of sigils we have right now is exact enough. Well, determine if we actually make it or not is based on pure RNG. Well, not pure RNG, but the multipliers that we get on if we've actually gotten enough multiplier to get enough score by then, which we can't really influence, especially because there's barely like any choice in room. How much faster do you think the faction weekend events are with potions? Like doing pure faction? Well, you would already have potions if you bought them up. So either way, you're going to have potions with them. Regardless of what method you're doing to complete them. Or at least most likely you'd have potions with them. But, I don't know, it doesn't really change too much. It mostly just changes when you could do it. Because you don't have to necessarily do it coinciding with an event. Yeah, you get more of them. Like the extra explodes and everything. And if you really upgraded them, the power stack as well. So if you already have like a power 2 for the faction on top of like 5 more powers. I'm pretty sure most people aren't that far with them. Actually, we could even pull it real quick. Do you have any faction above level 200? Actually, I should say 225 or higher. Because that's when you get the next potion. I'm actually going to pull it real quick. I assume this is a very low number. But, let's see. What is your highest leveled... I'm going to word it differently. What is your highest leveled Underworld treasure hoard? Question mark. The options are going to be 200. Or I should say under 200. Under 200. 200 to 224. 225 to 299. And if anyone says 300 plus. Let's see. There we go. I'm curious what that comes out to. I feel like most haven't bothered to go above 200. Unless you, like, accidentally did. In which case it'd be, you know, the section that we made. The 200 to 224. Because 225 to the other section means you, like, actively went to go get extra powers. Like, 225 to 299 is, like, literally going every way to get a power. Or multiple powers. One of the options should always be who cares. Unfortunately, there's not enough room. There's only 4 options on YouTube. Not enough space for a neutral option. Because most polls we have can't have a neutral option. Just because there's not enough room due to the 4 limitation. I could easily make a poll that has like 10 choices, though there becomes a point where you have so many choices that's counterproductive. You have one at 300? Nice. Yeah, I was considering to like power level one that we might use for farming back in the day. Never bothered doing so though. The highest I have is 225. For the longest time it was at 222. But it was, gosh, because Warren's used to be meta too, but the other one that used to be meta is, I cannot remember its name. It's, where'd it go? Necropolis. But, that one we have at 225. Which might as well show it. I'm mentioning it. Better it is 225. For the longest time it was at 222. But there we go, times 2 power potions. Actually the only faction I have that can see that. Interesting, so if you just kept clicking, would it actually show a times 3 there? It would. Wait, does it actually roll over back to the beginning? I want to see something that have like 1 billion potions there. I need to find something that's at 0. Or not 0, I mean 100. 156 close enough. I want to see something real quick. Can you actually see the max amount of potions? Because I believe it rolls over when you hit 0. Feels weird not seeing Potion of Enchant. Because that's like the baseline of like the minimum you would have. It's so weird not seeing it. Hopefully this rolls over. That'd be such a fail if I went all the way back here and to see it. And it's like, nope, not gonna roll over. Last I recall it does. It does, there we go. 33, that's a lot. Gosh, how many stats is that total? That's a lot of stats, gosh. Could you imagine? Though it is almost near literally impossible to have a level 1000 faction. Even 500's like absurdly hard. But you'd have not only all those stats, which is nearly max stats. Actually, you literally pretty much would have max stats by that point. Because that amount of power is times 7. So you're going to be at like, what, 231-ish? Somewhere around there. And that's on top of everything else. Meaning your HP and armor is basically max. Your magic and attack wouldn't be. But you'd literally be running like 1000 life armor pretty much when you head into the faction. Which would be really funny. Level 1000's pretty much near impossible though, realistically. Like, for example, if you took all the gold donated across every person in my guild in the entire lifespan that it has existed for the last like 5-6 years, that amount of gold, I believe, is still short on getting a level 1000 faction. It is that much. Like, it's literally measured in billions of gold. Not millions, but billions. It's not even counting all the treasure you need. Yeah, also, we'll hand out a code once we finish out this faction, by the way. We'll mess with everything else, like the World event and all that. The World event's kind of interesting this week. A little bit of change of pace. We haven't gotten Skull option for a while. And this time around, it went all in on Skull option. Also, it's kind of interesting. Under 200 is actually winning the poll for highest faction. Third place is oddly enough where we are right now. 225 to 299. Which is kind of funny because there's 29% for it. So as expect. Oh yeah, who are the people? 2 people voted for it. Who are the 2 people that voted for 300 plus? Well, actually, one of you already said who you were. Who's the other person who voted for 300 plus? Because one person who did already mentioned in chat. A Dragor. Who's the second? That's really high. I'm actually curious what the absolute highest is in the current state of the game. If I had to guess, someone's in the 600 range. Because they really wanted to have like the highest renown in the entire game on one. Or horde level, I mean. I'm pretty sure 600 something is the highest any single person has. Maybe even lower though. The one fun thing, doesn't actually show up on your profile. I wish this was more customizable. But I think one data point, yeah, there it is. You can actually see the large treasure hoard of a person. So for example, we could go into global and try finding the highest level we can. And see what their highest hoard is. So this one's a 201. Come on, show me a level 2000 something. I want to see their highest hoard. Come on, show me a random 2000 something. Alright, there's none there. How about my own guild? Check the highest few levels here and see. Let's see, let's go spy on Isabel's. Isabel's highest horde level is also 225. Kind of funny, we both have the same highest. Let's see. A 202. Interesting. Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. My mind out of habit's like, we still need to go do World event. A 309. Interesting. Nexus going all out. Well, wouldn't that be funny if the faction he has upgraded is Nexus? Does it actually tell us? I don't think it does. But that'd be very, very funny if Nexus's really high faction is the Nexus faction. Oh, you can also see average, which is kind of interesting. What actually is our average? Because you can actually see average upgrade. 69! 169. Interesting. Anyways. Also, why does our rinse streak only show us 1? Oh, probably because we only won 1 recently. Though we also haven't lost 1 for a while, though, but... Anyways. Unless I was, like, messing around with the video and it counted that. Oh, yeah, might have. Anyways, where were we on faction? I'm pretty sure we still have a little left. Do I have Nisha equipped? No. I believe I have armor equipped right now. Because we're Wayne build. Or at least I should have armor equipped. Don't remember if I actually re-equipped it or what's on right now. The little gargoyle tried doing something as we already won. Also, how on earth did we only just now get level 3 chests? Oh, yeah, back when Infernus was meta, we did a lot of Infernus, and because we don't play too much PvP, we haven't been able to, like, re-favorite one of our other ones. But, yeah, the only reason Infernus is so high is because of the Divine meta that used to be centered around it. Oddly enough, when every Divine in the entire game that was good got nerfed, Infernus actually did not get touched. They nerfed, like, every Divine around him that was within the meta. But for whatever reason, Infernus remained actually 100% untouched. Despite every other Divine around him getting nerfed into the ground. Hey, we saved ourselves 30 gems. So hello, Andrew. Welcome. There we go. We got 30 gems saving for today. That's one really nice thing I love about the patch, which can easily be overlooked. You save a lot of 30 gems as of the most recent patch. Because with all those potion effects, of course, you have access to enchant. And because you have access to enchant, you don't have to preemptively spend 30 gems. And because you don't have to preemptively spend 30 gems, there are some days where you can save 30 gems on Tuesday events, which is very convenient. Because as of the patch, we can get the full amount of speed while generally saving 30. It's not guaranteed, but a lot of times you will end up hitting it. You'll hit it more times than you won't hit it. Anyways, let's go ahead to the code. And then we'll go mess with everything else, like the journey, the journey. No, not the journey. What am I saying journey? I mean world event, the dailies, all that. Anyways, let me go and get you guys the code. Nice shiny code, and definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. And let me go get the link so you guys can use this code. Oh no, computer, you're being slow. Come on, side computer, you got this. Loading, loading, loading. I'm already committed to it. There we go. Gotta go. Wait out the timer. And get you guys the link. And here you guys go. Oh, 1 second. Come on, computer. There you go. But there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use it on gemsawar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there is where you put in for your invite code. Redeem code is right over there in chats. Copy paste random numbers that start with A6. And give same order as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. There you go. Anyways, next order of business. Let's go clear our dailies. Which, by that, I mean go claim the 1 gem key. But hey, 1 gem key is, they add up. Every code has a gem key in it, too. Like, 1 gem key doesn't seem like much, but they definitely add up over time. Like, 1 gem key is, like, pretty average loot. But if you keep stacking them, 10, 100, they add up. Also, lately, with how many Kafka has been giving us, we've been able to hand out a few dozen per month lately, which is kind of nice. Like, I think the most recent batch had like 40 or 50 in it or something. To use over a month. Of course, it's very easy for us to auto-claim them all because we're the one handing them out, but still. They do add up. Also, I mentioned in the video earlier as well, but we're getting a new weapon this Friday. I believe it was the Night Explodey weapon. Let me actually double check. I was mentioning it during the video. I can't remember which one it is, but I'm pretty sure it's Sword's Edge or Night Explodey. That's not what I wanted. I wanted weapon. Good thing I misclicked because I just didn't want to go there. It is Sword's Edge Explodey. Okay, so I was right. We had Sword's Edge Explodey weapon. Which isn't bad. Not one of the better ones, not one of the worst ones. I believe it has Blessed Barrier. which is probably its most redeeming quality. Because it gets Bless itself and Barrier itself, while also having a way to remove barriers from the enemy team. So it's a really tanky, explodey weapon. Because you basically get a cleanse, immune to some status effects, and barrier all for yourself. Most likely as first slot as well, because of how you would just naturally use them. So it has some potential, that or second, because, you know, the resummon. But I feel like you would use it more so for its barrier bless. Anyways, let's go switch over to the tokens we need for the other game mode. We'll do it preemptively. And, oh yeah, just don't take the okay, so how on earth do you say this? I like ultra fumbled on it on the video. Tutankhamen. Tutankhamen. We're not gonna continue until we get this word. Let's see. Tutankhamen. Tutankhamen. Tutank. Tut sounds correct. We got one syllable correct. Now, what's the other three? I think the first and last syllables we got. It's everything in between. Tut is definitely the first. Mun is definitely the last. What on earth the rest is? Tutank, Hatmun. Tutankhamen. 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 I'm adding a syllable somewhere. Tutankhamen. 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 Every single one of those is different. Oh, that's not the team I... Oh, never mind. That is the team I want. I forgot. Our options just aren't that good. Our options aren't bad, but they're also not ideal. Tutankhamen. Tutankhamen. So what is it then? Tutankhamen? Tutankhamen. Wait, does he actually look like a cat? Oh yeah, he is a cat. Tutankhamen. Tutankhamen. Anyways, don't take the Tutankhamen unless you're forced to. Wait, do we only have 1 HP left? That's so unfortunate. How do we not get Let's Split to do 1 more damage to him? Yeah, I completely butchered it on the video earlier. It was kind of funny. I kept trying for like several moments, and then eventually just completely gave up. I put in an attempt. That attempt did not go far. That's weird. He didn't go for the skull there. Oh, I also didn't go for the skull there. Tutankhamen. He's 20% stats this week too. Though in all fairness, so does that. Oh no! Valraven has 20% this week. It's gonna be scary for raids. Oh no. Because that's the only other game mode this week that has it, right? Well, actually that's not true. Technically, Thursday does as well. But it's probably gonna be more annoying for weekend raids. Yeah, that's kind of scary. A Valraven with 20% this week. Oh, why did I do that? I could have went for convert there. Hello, Jay. Welcome. How many Nisha medals do I have on Phoenicia? You mean, how many do I normally use? I normally use 20% mana start into 8 magic. Yeah, this should be a win. I'm not even gonna bother double checking. It should be aligned. But it is. Bone Dragon with that auto freeze on Skull. I want to trip at that mechanic. It's actually pretty good. Unfortunately, Bone Dragon got nerfed into the ground, so his ability's not that good. But his final trait is actually one of the best anti-skull spam traits in the entire game. You don't see him much these days. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Whoops. But you just don't tend to see him much these days. Just because his abilities was very heavily nerfed. Oh good, he's stunned, so we didn't get frozen there. I was like, whoops, we just made the same mistake, but nope, we got him stunned preemptively. Great to see. Oh, so is the stream lagging a bit? It's showing we just dropped like 1 billion frames. Not literally 1 billion, but you know what I mean. Like the highest margin I've ever seen. Just go to Google to try to pronounce it. Sure. We'll go ask Google. Tut. Wait, how do you spell it? Tut. Tutankhamen. Pronunciation. Sure. No.
I give families a home.
History. How do you go about pronouncing his name? Tutankhamen. You do want to stress on the third?
Tutankhamen? Tutankhamen. Tutankhamen. There's no cat in that, though. It's more like a toucan, but 210. Anyways. Apophysis, I can get that one. That's not what I wanted. Okay, when I spam click and accidentally click that. Oh, wait. Oh, I can't get away with blue. Oh, no, I can. Never mind. We go with the value there. Is your Phoenicia meddled or no? Yes, we have our max meddled. For 6 extra magic. It's actually the only thing, it's the only mythic we have meddled. We're actually going to be doing our second one next week. For the 100th, I was going to say 100th anniversary, but for the 100th ever Guild Wars. But next week is the 100th ever Guild Wars, and in celebration, aside from giving out a bunch of codes, and you know, normally do normal Guild Wars stuff, one thing we will be doing is maxing Arachne Weaver as our second ever maxed mythic. We're going to be upgrading it in celebration of the 100th Guild War. Now we'll have a bunch of code. We'll probably hand out 2 per night instead of 1. I think we have enough that we actually could. Celebration of the 100th. We're about to hit 1,000 points. I wonder if Guild Wars is ever going to get a rework. It definitely needs one. It definitely needs rotating rule sets of some kind. Oh, why did I do that? I already had that convert. You never want to do that when you already have the convert ready. Also, I feel like we've been getting really good Valraven luck. Like, every time we're about to run out of sigils, it's like, here's a Valraven. The only mythics you have are a lot, as far as meddled. Yeah, I haven't bothered doing it to that many. And by not that many, I mean literally Phoenicia. Why did I do that? We already had the win condition. That's just ultra overkill. Speaking of which, I think this is our last one. I highly doubt we get Valraven here. Oh yeah, and we're up. Man, there we go. Let's go claim our loot. Unfortunately, another useless one to go with our double oranges that we got earlier. And we're kind of in the middle of our guild. And Cookie slacking again, just kidding. All good. Alright, was that all the main things? Otherwise, let's go to Explore 12. Get in a few runs. Oh yeah, I had some excess shards there earlier. What was that from? I think I was trying to show the good and bad gargoyle gems for the video. And I was resetting it until we got something that didn't take forever. Because gosh, it did not want to drop. I had to like pre-record, or not pre-record, but like re-record the intro like a few times the first minute. Just because I was getting like some absurdly unlucky times for finding the good and bad gargoyle. Why is your true scatter damage troop not hit 100% damage? Its max is 48 against non-spell reduction damage troop. I know there was a lot of weird glitches with it in the past. It should be working correctly these days though. I think the funniest one that was caught during one of the betas was spell reduction was causing it to preemptively reduce when they had it. And it's basically made it so anything with spell reduction was actually like immune to split damage death, which was really funny. That was fixed before it ever even went live, though. Come on, can we get a shiny mythic today? We still need a second one. For no other reason than to have one. I still want a team of 4 of them one day. We will eventually. Though not in any rush to really get them. Someone's already done it by now. Someone out there. Who's been grinding Explorer like crazy. Though even if you have been, it's still luck-based quite a bit. Like, even if you spent like 3 hours per day doing it, there's a good chance you don't have more than 2. Actually, there's still a chance you could have 0 even if you were spending that long. But by then you'd likely have it. Alright, we got a rainy there, not awful. Let's go for one more chest. Yeah, turnip is really fun. Like the goblin teams you can build around turnip. Because they're basically all infinite loop. The main reason you don't see me necessarily using them a lot is it's a little bit of a slower start. And its damage output's also not necessarily as high as a couple other things, but they're really consistent once they get rolling. We really need a troop that, we have that one troop that stuns whenever an enemy casts. We really need one that freezes. That's going to be such a good legend or mythic whenever it comes into the game. But we need one that has the trait of freeze a random enemy when an enemy casts a spell. The amount of potency that's going to have in the meta is like the whole game will literally be centered around that troop if it was ever to exist. We currently only have it for stun, which is not a bad one, but as the only one, it doesn't do too much comparatively. The most devastating would definitely be freeze, though. Oh, nice, Isabel. Yeah, we might stream that again this week. If we do, it's probably going to be on Thursday. And we're probably hunting Moltres. Because this weekend, we're probably going to be doing Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. Which is the sequel to Fire Emblem 3 Houses, though ironically, it's actually the prequel, if I'm not mistaken, to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. You could probably understand it without ever having played Fire Emblem 3 Houses, especially since it's technically a prequel. However, I will try to explain things when relevant. Though if I could even remember all the lore for 3 Houses. But yeah, I haven't actually looked at any spoilers for the game yet. They released a demo that I believe goes up to Chapter 4. Which, if it's anything like the main game, that's going to take a while, which is why I say it's 2 days. Like, normally for a demo, it's like, oh, it's barely even going to be long enough to do a stream. However, I'm pretty sure this demo is actually quite beefy. Because a whole chapter in a Fire Emblem game generally means a long amount of time. And even though it's technically a different genre than what Fire Emblem normally is, it's, I can't imagine 4 chapters taking under 3 hours. Who knows, maybe it does. And they released it for all 3 houses as well. So even if it takes 3 hours for each, it's still 9 hours. That's only the demo though, of course. But it's a pretty beefy demo, so... Hey, we got our Anu. The game knew it was our final chest. Yeah, we'll be doing that this weekend. Saturday and Sunday. Or maybe only Saturday. It depends how long the demo is. For some reason, you were expecting these, there'd be an achievement for matching destroying gargoyle gems. No, they don't always add one for power gems. Actually, very few power gems do. Uber Doom Skulls have it, and Lycanthropy has it. I don't believe any other power gem in the entire game has it. But for whatever reason, it's only those two. Because I don't think a single other one ever got it. Well, actually, there is another one. Technically, Volt Gems has an achievement where you need to get 2 of them. But it's not necessarily a power gem in that sense. It's more so a very high treasure gem, if you would even call it that. Not sure what category you would really call it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be heading out for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 hour prior to now, tomorrow. And, yeah, we'll be messing around. We're not getting a new pet, unfortunately. So we're probably just going to be finishing out a bit more in the World event. And probably doing a bit of Explore 12 grind. And the other big thing that we have going on for Gems Award this week is the new exploding weapon for Sword's Edge coming out this Friday. Coinciding with the raid event. This weapon's actually pretty good. It's a pretty standard explodey weapon with a really high amount of durability, gaining both barrier and bless. So situational. It's definitely more of a defensive explodey weapon than an offensive one, but they can still be good. Having like an alternative way to get even more tanky, while also having cleanse. Cleanse probably being the most useful thing. It has bless to self, which means cleanse to self, which could definitely come in handy. Obviously, you need to make sure you're not silenced though, but still pretty good value overall. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you guys soon.